Today, on Be Something Wonderful, how to hypnotize yourself into your new life. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, good morning and welcome back to the studios of Be Something Wonderful. Here we are continuing our broadcasting here from the beautiful Dutch Caribbean on the island of Bonaire. I have another powerful video for you today. When I first heard from one of you, it was a short email saying, Tom, I've got to talk to you. I'm really hypnotized, hear the wording here, by your channel. I feel that the morning videos that I'm watching are beginning to reprogram my subconscious mind. Miracles are unfolding in every area of my life. And so we're going to talk about this and talk about the conversation that we had as a follow-up. Because out of our conversation, we created a technique, how to consciously self-hypnotize yourself. In addition to watching the daily videos for sure, right? That those are going to impact you, right? This becomes your new state of being, your new awareness, right? You become fascinated by reality as opposed to frustrated with it, right? Much better than being fascinated by the 3D circumstances in the world than be frustrated by it. So we're going to talk about this self-hypnosis technique towards the end of the video. Remember, in every moment, you are hypnotizing yourself, this being that you are, right, with your physical experience, by the story you're suggesting to yourself. We always talk about telling the story, even the last video. You're always telling yourself a story. There's always an inner speech or inner talking. Well, you're suggesting things to yourself. And I think a lot of us are not so nice to ourselves, right? We're suggesting things that we can't do. We're suggesting things that we are not, right? Start suggesting things from that all-powerful you, that I am that person I desire to be, that I can do this, that my life is beautiful, that things are perfect. Suggest that, right? You're either suggesting I am or I am not, as not enough, not worthy, right? I am whole, I am healed, I am complete, I am fulfilled, right? That's your true story. That's your absolute utter worthiness, because you exist as all that is. You exist as God, not just some of God. As all of God is within you, works through you, is invoked through your story. So what are you creating with that incredible, endless, limitless, boundless power that resides within you, right? Bashar said this. I love Bashar, and when he said this, he said one of the strongest mantras or tools for humans on Earth. I like that he says for humans on Earth. What's he pointing to? The 3D physically focused you. The spirit that is you that's physically focused. He says this, is as you wake up in the morning or as you go off to sleep, suggesting the idea of a hypnotic state, right? A state akin to sleep or a very relaxed state, like an alpha state, right? That's just before the state akin to sleep, like a very relaxed state before when you wake up and when you go to sleep at night. Neville, Goddard, all the teachers, all the coaches, everyone talks about this, but we're gonna always come back we're gonna always level up together with this stuff. All right, I am who I am, and that is enough. That's the mantra. That's powerful, because you are everything. Right? There's no lack anywhere within you or in the universe or in anywhere you look. Whoa, it's windy today here. We got waves crashing behind us. This is beautiful. So let's continue this. So why is that so powerful? Why is that mantra, that I am who I am, the name of God, right, from Scripture, I am who I am, or I am that I am, why is that so powerful? Well, because in a relaxed state, like a state akin to sleep, or just a very relaxed state, right? You're relaxed, you're focused on inward, right? You're focusing your attention on your unique existence as source or all that is. That's why. That's why that mantra, waking up and going to bed, and he suggests saying it 3 times, which is powerful, right? That repetition, right? Repetition in emotion as source, that one emotion is how we create. So remember, without you, God or all that is not complete, right? Bashar's first law of creation is that you exist, and there's nothing you can do about that. You are existence itself. You are all that is. Without your unique, personalized, individualized essence, God's not complete. All that is not all that is. Think about that. Without your unique, personalized, your unique personality, not the one of lack, although you could create that, but the one of absolute, outrageous abundance. That's your unique vibration or frequency, if you want to call it that, or your resonance, right? Your correspondence as source. You're accepting and responding to the suggestions that I am all that I could ever be, need to be, or want to be when you invoke the I am enough, right? I am that I am, and that I am who I am, and that is enough. You're invoking that. That's the acceptance. That's the suggestion. That's the acceptance. That's what you're responding to. Remember, creation, we talk about this idea that creation's finished, that all possibilities, all potential outcomes, realities, images, perceptions, right? Thoughts, feelings, right? Sensations, they all exist. So creation's not finished, and all that is not all that is without you. That's what I'm trying, without your unique expression as that 3D personality that you keep beating up on. It's impossible. Non-existence doesn't exist. That's the whole meaning of non-existence. It doesn't exist. It's impossible. There's just existence. It's just you as all that is, and so isn't everybody else. That's the holographic and non-local nature of your beingness, right? The holographic nature means you're all, any part of you is all of you, is all, any part of God is all of God. Any part of infinity is all of infinity. You're all of it. And if that's true, then it must be everywhere. It's non-local. It doesn't exist in time and space and past, present, and future. It's all now. So that one mantra, or any variation of that, right? It doesn't have to be specifically, any variation, I am who I am, right? I am, right? Any variation embodies Bashar's 5 laws of creation, what he calls the 5 laws. In other words, the first one being you exist as everything here and now. That's the second law. It's all here and everything's here and now, right? All that is. So you exist as everything here and now. And here and now means everything is here and now. Everything is simultaneous. That's the second law. You exist. Second law, here and now. First law, you exist. Second law, it's all here and now. The third law is the law of one, that the one is the all and the all is the one. That's pointing to that holographic nature of you as a unique perspective or viewpoint or vantage point of God or all that is. You're all of it. And then the fourth one is, therefore, what you put out is what you give back. That's his fourth principle. Well, that has to be that way, because there's only you, there's only the all is one, the one is all. It's all here and now, and that you exist within it as a unique part. So law 4 has to be that way. That's the law of correspondence. That's the law of vibration. That's the law of frequency. That's the law of resonance. That's what we're talking about. Finally, everything changes except the first 4 laws. That's the 5th law. I didn't write 5 here. The 5th law is everything changes but those first 4 laws. Meaning everything else are changing forms. Everything else are the circus stances, as one of you quoted. Right? Everything else is the circus or the circumstances. As that unique, physically focused, individualized, personalized, conscious, self-aware center, that's a mouthful, of that one divine mind, that's you. One unique, physically focused, individualized, personalized, focused, conscious, self-aware center of the all, of the one divine mind. And what I like about our discussion on hypnosis, and we developed this technique, this conscious way to create your reality with hypnotizing yourself, right? You don't have to rely on anyone else. Hypnotize yourself. Hypnosis is an increased state of awareness and relaxation. That's all it is. But what's your awareness on? Your awareness is on one specific thing or part that is being suggested to you, right? So hypnosis is an increased state of awareness, and you are awareness. It's just being more aware of who you are, but in a focused way. Wow, that's powerful, right? And it's very relaxed. Your focus and intent and intention is on the suggestion. Whatever that suggestion is, what are you suggesting to yourself? You are, or you become, more open to suggestions because of that relaxation, because you're more aware in that hypnotic state, that relaxed state. That's powerful. But remember, you can certainly resist it, like many of you, not many of you, a few of you, right? I'm just not getting it. We're putting ourselves, we're creating a resistance, and so we're not relaxed. Our attention is on who we're not. We're feeling frustrated and disconnected from our source, right? We're feeling that lack. We're wondering how to do things and why isn't it working. I've watched 300 videos and I don't even know if it's enough. I don't know what's happening. Well, remember, you're suggesting that to yourself, right? You're not open to the suggestion that you are all of it already. Be open to that, right? So we're going to talk about this today. That's why the self-hypnosis technique that we're going to talk about today is so powerful. Your awareness, your attention, your focus, remember this, creates and manifests your reality. Attention, focus, and awareness is what reality is. Right? You create or you experience or you manifest what you're focused on. Whether it's something you want or don't want, you create that attention with your awareness. Remember, it's an inclusive universe. It's all included, wherever your awareness is. Right? The question is, where is your awareness? Where's your attention? Where's your focus? Or in the words of the ancients, Jesus, your I am awareness, who do you say that I am? Because that's the only question. Remember, you can't manifest, create, and experience that which you do not correspond or resonate with. Or the words of Abraham Hicks, that which you're not a vibrational match. Right? Who or what's hypnotizing you? With whom or what are you fascinated? Because that's what happens. We get fascinated by who we're not. We get fascinated by the unwanted circumstances, and that becomes our reality. Be more fascinated with and by who you really are versus who you are not. Remember that we talk about the idea like, wow, he or she really has me hypnotized. I'm so fascinated by them. Or I'm so fascinated, I'm hypnotized by it. Well, that's the whole idea. Fascination is part of that hypnotic state. You're no longer needing, wanting, and waiting. Instead, you're being that which is, in other words, you're be that which is that with which you want to correspond or resonate or be a vibrational match with, right? Do that instead of needing, corresponding, instead of wanting, resonating, instead of waiting, matching, right? That which you desire, that which you want to be. That's what that all means, right? It's not about trying to control thoughts and feelings and flip all that stuff. It's about what are you suggesting to yourself? You're the awareness within all of reality takes place. The entire thing is within you. As this creator said, right? I'm so hypnotized and fascinated, hear the wording here, by your videos and teachings. And what do we talk about every day? Every day. About how unlimited you are, how powerful you are, how you already are that person you desire to be. She must become it. That's why she said later on that miracles, so many miracles are unfolding for me. I can't wait to talk to you. Well, we did talk. And she talked about a specific person manifesting that back. She talked about a promotion in her job. She talked about a new house that basically fell right on her lap. She's talking about all of these things, right? That she goes, I get this. That I'm not. She wasn't sure what's happening, but of course she's being hypnotized, right? By that idea, she's hypnotizing herself, knowing it. She's trusting the message, right? Remember, why do sometimes when hypnotists work, that sometimes they can't hypnotize someone? Because that person doesn't trust, doesn't have the trust, doesn't want to believe it, is resisting it. They might be quiet and shy and worried and frustrated or whatever, right? But remember, this person's relaxed and trusting our message. That's the key to a hypnotic state. Relaxing and trusting who? Trust yourself, who you really are. I am. Right? Trust that God within you. More importantly, she's trusting herself as source, right? Limiting assumptions and beliefs are no longer are no longer resonating with her. They're no longer corresponding with her. She's no longer corresponding or resonating with those limiting beliefs of her. They're no longer a vibrational match. This is powerful. She's more fascinated by how she desires and wants things to be than how they appear to be. Wow. She's more fascinated by how she would like to see reality or would like it to be than how it appears to be. That's powerful. So many miracles, of course. Why? It's the miracle of awareness. It's the miracle of attention. It's the miracle of focus. Her focus, her attention, her awareness is on the message. She really is getting that, right? She's open to the suggestion and is trusting and fascinated by the message. And all things are possible with you. That's the message, really. With God, with you, with I am awareness, all things are possible. What else could the message be, right? And each day we keep tackling it and unpacking it from a different perspective, from a different vantage point, from a different viewpoint. So besides the daily content, though, how can I consciously, this is what we created together, hypnotize myself into my new identity and my new life? How do I consciously do it, right? Well, I came up with some steps for you guys today to do it because I love this. I do this. So it's powerful. It works, believe me. Relax. Be easy about it. This is the number one thing, right? Because after all, what is a state akin to sleep or those relaxation states? You're relaxed. You're easy about it, right? You're not tense and resisting reality. Very relaxed is like an alpha state. It's before that deeper state of a state akin to sleep, but just relax. How do I get there? Breathe, breathe in and out, right? In and out, relax, close your eyes, right? There's thousands of channels that talk about how to get, but there's no trick to this, right? There's no trick or steps to getting into a state akin to sleep or a relaxed state. Sit on your sofa. Don't do it while you're driving, but sit in a chair in your living room, right? Relax, close your eyes, breathe deeply, right? In and out. And then imagine, create that image. Create that image of you, whatever that ideal of you is. Remember, it can be about a specific person. It can be about a specific thing that you want or desire in your life. Imagine that. Imagine yourself getting engaged. Imagine the ring on your finger. Imagine that you looking in your bank account and seeing that balance. Imagine that as one of you did, the decimal point moved, right? One of you manifested $11,000 from $11 by moving mentally, imaginally, moving the decimal point. And then the suggestions to self, I am who I am, and that is enough. These are just ideas, right? It can make them yours, right? Don't copy others because it doesn't come from that truth. You can use these. These are certainly general affirmations. But have it come from you, right? You shouldn't have to memorize them. They're part of you. I am who I am, and that is enough. I always manifest what I want. You do. Everything's always working out for me. It is. I am the magnificent person I've always desired to be. You are, right? It's perfect. I'm perfect. You are. It is, right? I'm healthy, wealthy, free, and in love. We talked about those. I'm whole, healed, complete, and fulfilled. Right? Why? Because you're health itself. Why? Because you are wealth itself. Why? Because you're freedom. I talked about this in I think yesterday's video. You are love itself. So it has to be. It's the truth. Suggest this, right? And then here's step 3, if you want to call it a step. This is just a little tweak. Suggesting to self, when I wake up, I will be that person that has it all. When I wake up, I will be that person that I've always desired to be. You're already it. But what does the will be mean? Will be doesn't mean future. It means absolute certainty. That's the suggestion. So suggesting and imagining the things that you want and who you are. And then that third step, that suggestion that when I wake up, you're hypnotizing yourself now. I will be that person that has it all. Wow. So then when you do wake up, be fascinated by the world. Wake up fascinated. Not frustrated, not if you see something. Now when you see something that appears unwanted, you're going to be fascinated by it because you know you're walking as that person. Many ask, well, how many times should I repeat that? Repeat it as many times as you want. Do it every night. Why not? That would be fun. What a way to fall asleep. What a way to wake up. Why not? There's no limits, there's no requirements. It's not about time, 20 minutes, a half an hour, or 10 times or 20 times. It's not about that. It's about do it whatever you want. You're the one hypnotizing yourself in every moment. Be fascinated by your world. Be curious, relax. Know that it's that which you desire it to be no matter what. And remember, I think one of you said, but how should I feel? This is a question that she said she used to have and just let that go completely. Because we talked about that from the show The Chosen, where Jesus was going to send his apostles off, the chosen ones, to do works and wonders and miracles. And one of his disciples or apostles said, I don't feel any different. And Jesus says, I don't need you to feel anything to do great things. Forget about that, I don't feel any different. Or it doesn't look any different, reality. It doesn't matter. You're different. And your reality, right? That's how to hypnotize yourself into your new life. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, thank you. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting on the videos. Thank you for being part of our Facebook group, The Ambassadors, at facebook.com/groups/Be Something Wonderful, for joining us on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Kearin, TikTok at Be Something Wonderful, anywhere on social media at either Tom Kearin or Be Something Wonderful. You can find us. And for being part of the membership channel. For sure that announcement will be coming out for the live stream coming up in mid-month. I've also already announced it on the community board. So look for that. That's going to be exclusively on the membership channel. Creators, with great love, with great light and infinite gratitude, this is Tom Kearin here from the Dutch Caribbean on the island of Bonaire. Until next time, we'll see you soon.